my station.
Action!
It's just insane and I love it.
Entertainment!
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift.
Entrepreneurs!
You need to learn this business, and this is the time to do it.
And empowerment!
Become an insider, so you have to know the rules before you get the gig.
It's Friday!
I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
Why be moody? Shake that booty and tune in to the voice of
89.3 FM. You're tuning into Three Quarks and Turk. Another great show lined up for our audience today. But the weather's looking fantastic. It's so hot today, folks.
It's hot.
I'm sweating.
Loving it.
Love the weather. The beach is here.
Except you're wearing black.
Barbecue, because when you do production, you have to wear black.
Oh, okay.
So a big event this weekend for us and our crew. But at the end of the day, we're here to definitely provide a platform for a lot of music artists and also entrepreneurs to come into the studio and talk to us and share with us in the Three Quarks and Turk. And today, what's your story? Our story is that our first guest here is Jakey J, underground rap artist, and we've got Joe Ainsley, quietly successful. So, Jakey J, how you doing, brother?
Welcome.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I'm alright.
You alright, man?
Yeah, just good.
All good?
Normal days. Friday, everyone good to get drunk today.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it, huh?
I'm not really drink anymore, but
yeah.
Today you will.
Yeah, today I will.
You've had a bit of a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you'll be right, mate. After today, I think, we're going to pump you out there, get your music out there, and you never know. Like, this is why it's so good to have independent artists like you to come in and to actually perform live in the studio and promote your music. You don't know who's out there, mate, who's listening. BMG, Sony, you don't know. And that's how a lot of artists start. Like, look at Justin Bieber.
Absolutely.
YouTube. You look at Brad Pitt. He was on the side of the road in a chicken suit, Someone picked him up. So,
that is so true.
That's right.
And look where he is now.
That's correct. So you never know, right? You never know. So Jakey, why music? I mean, why rap? Like, a lot of people think rap artists, they're so... they swear a lot. There's a lot of sex, drugs and all that. So there's a really bad name for rap artists out there. So what's your thoughts on that, mate?
Well, the people that are listening to bad sex, drugs and rock and roll, that's what was selling back then. But I grew up on the old school hip hop, listening to lyricism, speaking from the streets, playing your heart on a piece of paper.
Okay.
But I wasn't always rapping. It was originally, I was in school choir.
Yeah.
And I used to sing up at Pledgington Public School in Orange.
Wow.
Was there for a bit, and then I joined the school band. And then I went to high school and up at Canopolis High. And I just hung around with a lot of different people and pretty much everything up in the country, everyone was listening to American rap. Yeah. So I was with my mates one time, when you're 13 years old.
As you do, right? As you do.
Being young and stuff, we're just chilling, doing some very unthinkful things.
Yeah.
But
what artists were you listening to at the age of 13?
Well, I used to listen to a lot of different music. I come from a musical tuned family. A long time ago, my great-grandmother, she owned a radio station.
Oh,
and
wow.
She wrote the song for, I think, in World War II or something, about the Lost Boy.
Oh, wow.
She wrote it and she performed it on air, and someone happened to listen and wrote everything she said and then recorded it and stole the rights to it. So
really?
my man has been fighting that for years and years to try and get the rights to it.
Too late now.
Yeah.
But she had a recording of her...
She was live on air when she was doing it.
But did she have a recording?
Yeah, but that should be proof that that's hers.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know the whole story. This is what my man told me. But she was fighting for years and years to get it.
Did she win?
No.
Poor thing.
But other than so aside from that, we've all came from a musical background. Like my mum used to rock and roll dance, so does my auntie. My nan used to do it. So we grew up. Me and my younger brother grew up listening to.
So why didn't you follow your mum's footsteps? Rock and roll, country music, Garth Brooks kind of thing. Why rap artist, mate?
Well, I did rock and roll dance for a bit. I just don't talk about it because
embarrassing.
Don't be shy, mate.
I just chose to go with rap because at the time of my life at that age, I was being bullied constantly, and it was my way of escaping. Yeah, and it was so real to me. And growing up around a lot of Aboriginals and all you're hearing is rap, you just get a taste for it.
Okay.
But we used to battle each other.
What were you being bullied for?
me being white.
Oh, okay.
So you grew up in a very large Aboriginal population.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually visit parks. I'm not sure where parks is, and every single corner in parks there's a pub.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a sad truth about these black community is that alcohol is so freely available, and there's nothing for them to do. So therefore, they turn to alcohol a lot, right? And there's a lot of initiative for the council in those areas to actually provide other incentive like work and events and entertainment, so that people get distracted. But unfortunately, it's not helping for some reason. Yeah.
That's the same.
Well, the only way to do it is just get rid of them.
Yeah, that's right. But it's a business. But then if you get rid of them, then it's a business. You know.
Well, that's the only way to stop this addiction.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. That's someone's business. So you can't go and tell someone, Joe or Davey, close down your shop, close your pub down. That's their business. That's the livelihood as well.
And it's not just the alcohol too. Like it's a lot of recreational drugs. A lot of people in the country.
It's easy to
easy to grab.
Yeah.
Because like pretty much everyone, especially in Orange, every second or third person is on drugs or sells.
Wow. I didn't realise that. That's right. But look, you turn out great. You're right. You move away from that landscape and you focus your life on music. This is amazing. All right. So we're gonna get a song on, and we're gonna come back, and we're gonna maybe explore a bit more about the agenda and what you're wanting to achieve with your music.
So
You guys are too much fun for me.
Jakey J. Where the name came from, mate? Jakey J.
Alright, so originally I used to hate being called Jakey.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, before off the air, I used to get called Jakey in all my relationships, and all of those relationships ended up me being the one get cheated on.
Oh.
So I hated being called Jakey.
Oh, right.
So I hated it. But then, because I'm born in January, I just thought, I saw something on YouTube. I think it was Eminem doing something.
Yeah.
Talking to Joe from Tonight Show or something like that.
Okay.
And he was saying, Joe was trying to rap and everything, as you do, he's a comedian. But they started talking about how Joe used to take a briefcase to school and everything like that.
Oh, wow.
And Eminem, and he hated it because he got picked on and stuff. But Eminem said, why don't you turn Briefcase Joe, which was his name that he got treated like crap with, to a positive. So when I heard that, I was like, well, maybe I should do that. I can turn Jakey to a positive. And try and express a positive message and talk how I want to talk, express myself. And the reason why I chose J is because I was born in January. And it was like easy to roll off the tongue and very catchy.
I see. So you like Eminem, do you?
Yeah, well, I grew up mainly listening to American hip hop, but he was a big inspiration to me because his story was similar to mine, growing up with a single mum and being bullied and stuff like that. So I related to him by that.
Okay. And your dream for your music?
My dream for music is to one day make enough money to support my future family, so I don't have to take them through the same stuff I went through, like moving from place to place because we can't afford the rent. I want to give my kids and my wife or whoever a better life than what we originally had. I think that's what every potential parent wants for their kids. And I want to do that just because I feel like they deserve the world because I didn't get much. So I don't want them to feel like they couldn't.
Yeah, so you want to stop the vicious cycle that you're going through.
Yeah,
exactly. And have a substantial grounding. And everybody deserves success and happiness.
Well, there's one thing about talking about success and happiness, but another thing is also taking action to make it happen, right? So obviously you are taking action with it, and you are writing your own music, you are getting out there, you are performing, so that is the initial step to get there. And a lot of people, they talk about big dreams, but they don't take action to do it. In my case, what I see in front of me is that a man with a lot of ambition. You wrote a lot of music, you're out there, you're performing. So it's a matter of time, mate. You know, it's a matter of time it's going to happen.
Absolutely. And your music, what does it revolve around? What topics?
Well, mainly many different things. The first original EP that I dropped was where I was at my life at that time. I have a track on there called Believe in Me, so it's like more of a situation where no one believed in me, but if someone did believe in me, they'll give me enough strength. And then the majority of it talks about relationships, and I lost a mate and he died in a car accident, so that was that. And the second track on there is called Clockwork, and that's featuring Randy from Street University. And that talks about being like having regrets in a sense. Because I was seeing someone up in Queensland and we had a massive falling out, and she had some bad problems. Like,
So your inspiration comes from relationship and personal.
personal stuff. Just everything that people go through in that sense.
All right. So to the three quirks and today, Jakey's going to perform a song for us today. So are you actually ready, Jakey?
Yes.
Okay. So explain to us a bit more about this particular song that you're going to be performing for us.
Alright, so the song I'm about to perform for you today is called Tendencies. Now, it's an experimental thing. It's not what we just spoke about. It's more of a trying to see where my new avenue is, still trying to find my sound. So it talks about, there is some elements of a breakup in there, but it's very horrific, if you want to say it.
Oh, that sounds nasty. But nice in a good way, right? It's a good way. So you ready for it?
I'm
Yes.
ready to
You
hear
ready?
this.
All right, let's do this.
Lights off, you already know that we can't stop. Mike's on, yeah, I never gave up. Hit the major leagues, I left the penitentiary. Bodied every MC, murdering everything. Remember me? Of course you do. Nah, well let me show you. Cause I'm rapping the mic and I'm feeling the ride. I've lost my mind, committed a crime, I've done the time. Rise and shine, feeling fine. Him at the pack of beer, facing fear. Mel gets sawed, Snakey gets shanked in the back when I'm mad. Running on this pad in your blood, don't give up. You vocally screams, it gets me off. The darkness in me awakens cycles foreseen mentally in your dreams. I go into memories that last for centuries. Like God's enemies, he resides in me. Like a poltergeist, I wear a disguise. Graffiti walls covering up decaying corpses like posters and necrophiliac stream picturing a murder scene by drenched sleeves. Horrified screams of please don't kill me to satisfy my needs. It's like music to my ears, drinking about my peace, a family in tears. As the nightmares came true, I'm Freddy's number 2, hunting you like a predator. Horse, what's on nigga, cause I'm stalking ya, watching ya. It's inevitable now that your death is certainty. Ripping the skull from the skin of deceased veterans who I used to call friends. Eating the flesh off the bones like a piranha, dressed as a coroner on a one-way flight out to Ghana.
Your thoughts, Fong, eh?
Wow.
Tendency, eh? Killer Tendency.
That sounds like a cinematic movie that you could play it on.
Yes, I think Freddy Krueger kind of theme there, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Normally not that
know?
serious, but...
What you think, ABC, you know, like...
Yeah, that would have been the first time I actually performed it live, so I
Yeah.
stuffed up a bit, but it's okay.
It's okay,
Okay,
mate.
people won't know.
That's right. Only you know that because you know the song, right?
Well, now they know.
You just open your mouth and told him that.
When you... Does it come naturally to you when you write music?
Sometimes. Like, originally with this song, Chris Oneo, who done the hook, he came up with the hook straight away. He heard the beat and he came up with the hook. So then I was just sitting, listening, and it took me a while. We recorded it last year. It took me a while to get it, like, where I wanted to. Like all the horror themes and stuff, the chainsaw, the screams and everything, I all did that. I put that all in the beat to make it more filler. Yeah, it took me a while. Like the first verse was easy because at that time when I wrote the first verse, there's a reason in that. Like when I say pike of beer, that's directed at someone. I'm not going to say names, but the person that it's directed at ended up not doing right by me and ended up being with someone that I was with again. And I lost my temper and I attacked him, and rage got the best of me, and I got 2-year good behaviour bond, and they almost got me under manslaughter because of how bad damage I did.
Wow. Yeah, you got away with manslaughter.
Not nearly. They tried to get me under attempted manslaughter.
Wow. Because if you do that, that record will stay, and that will affect your music, right? You know that. So that's what a lot of music artists don't understand, is that if you do want to get in the music industry, you've got to make sure you're clean, because you can't travel around the world. And if you go into contracts and with management, they see that you've got an assault or a criminal case, then there goes your whole industry. So that's something you need to be aware of. So it's interesting also in terms of music artists. I mean, Tiger was actually here from the US, and we had the opportunity to actually work with him and his crew. My view is that I just think that a lot of music artists need to stop and smell the coffee a bit and realize that you are only human. You know, you're not freaking Superman and all that.
We treat people with respect, right?
Correct. You know, like I just hear so many stories with artists going around here and just mistreating people because they think they're a celebrity. What's your views on that? Do you think that you ever change if you do become famous, mate?
No, I don't want to. I'd rather stay humble. Like that's the only thing you can do. Like because. Think of it like this. Think of how when you were coming out, how many times you got treated badly. Why would you want to do that to someone else?
Correct.
Like, that's something I don't understand. I think it's mainly because money is poison in their mind. And, I do fear that I might go that way, but I'm making a headstrong decision that I'm not going to go that way.
I think it's not necessarily about the money, it's the fame. You give someone a bit of fame and it just gets to their head and they just think that the world is around them, the world is there to serve them. And I see a lot of these music artists like that, and a lot of them fail because of that, because it gets to their head, and then depression, then drugs and parties, and then they'll crumble, you know. So you're right in the sense that your answer was to be humble, but enjoy it. And I think that's the best way to do it, mate, you know. Yeah.
But it's also about if you're going to set up a family, it's so important that if family is your priority, that comes first. So they keep you grounded and keep you within that circle.
Correct.
And it's the environment. You know, epigenetics has a big thing about it. You are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So if you're hanging out with successful people who are humble, you know, you become that. But if you're hanging around with successful people who spend, you know,
money and drugs and all
in the
this,
most stupid way, then you're going to be like that. And you think that's acceptable too.
To see that we talk about depression, and I think our society these days, that a lot of people are going through depression, and the message that 3 Quirks that want to reach out to our audience is that please, that you are not alone. No matter what situation it is, that there will always be a better day. If you need to move away from the whole place, do so. Change your circle of friends, but it's not worth taking your life. Is that correct?
Yes, especially.
Now, Jakey, the next clip, there's a personal journey with this. So this is about your mate. Would you maybe just share with our audience about your mate, Ricky?
Alright, so 1 year ago, I had a mate named Ricky. He used to rap and stuff. He used to be local too. He used to go to Street University and everything. He lost his battle with depression. He killed himself on the 30th of November. That's when I found out. So I don't really know what date. But he killed himself then. And just because he lost his battle with depression. And I feel guilty because one day, I don't know if that was the last day I saw him, he reached out to me and asked for a cigarette or something. And I turned him away because I had other stuff to do. And I feel bad for that because I didn't know. And then I still feel like if I had that chance to like go back to that day and change it, I would. That's the same with how when I was 13, I hung myself due to my depression. And I saw the effect it had on my family and friends, and that's why I make it known about everything. So as Davey was saying, call Beyond Blue, call Kids Helpline, speak to someone. There is people out there. You just got to look. Don't be afraid.
Yeah.
That's all I want to say.
Free station.
Action.
It's just insane and I love it.
Entertainment.
Hey guys, it's Selena Gomez.
Hey, this is Ed Sheeran.
Hey guys, it's Taylor Swift.
Entrepreneurs.
We're young in this business, and this is the time to do it.
And empowerment.
Become an insider. So you have to know the rules before you get the game.
It's Friday.
I can't believe that it's Freaky Friday.
Why be moody? Shake that booty and tune in to the voice of the